So I'm going to show you how to do brioche stitch. I am using super chunky yarn, Mrs. Moon Plump, so I'm using slightly larger needles than you'd usually use. I'm using 12mm, just because I think you need a bit of give when you're doing this stitch to really show it off. So you do multiple of 2 stitches, and the first row is the only one that is different from all the rest. So I'll just show you how to do the first row. So I've cast on 8 stitches here. And the first thing you do is you slip the first stitch purlwise with the yarn in front. So keep your yarn where it is, put your needle in as though you're going to purl, and then just slip it over. And now, keeping the yarn in the front here, you're going to knit the next stitch. So the yarn is actually in the wrong place for knitting, but you keep it there, which creates the yarn over. So you knit into this stitch like that, and then you bring the yarn back round to the front, slip the next one, and then knit the next stitch, keeping the yarn in the front. So we've done that there a couple of times. So bring the yarn round to the front, slip the next stitch purlwise, knit the next stitch, and do that all the way to the end. So you've got all these, basically they're just yarn overs. I'll just show you what that looks like at the end of the row. So there, so you've got, it looks a bit of a mess to be honest, but yeah, so you've got lots of yarn overs which become clearer on the way back. So we'll turn the knitting the other way, and now we're going to do, this next row is what you do for every single row from now on. So you keep the yarn in the front, put your needle in, so now we're going to do the next row. So you keep the yarn at the front, put the needle in as though you're going to purl, and just slip that stitch purlwise. Now we're going to knit the next stitches, keeping the yarn at the front, but this time you knit these 2 together. So basically the yarn over and the knitted stitch you knit together. So put your needle in both of those, and then just knit the 2 together like that. Bring the yarn back round to the front, slip the next stitch purlwise, and then knit the next 2 together. So yarn in the front, slip 1 purlwise, knit the next 2 together, and that is how you do brioche stitch. You just carry on doing it like that for every single row, and it gives you a really fabulous light and airy fabric, which you can start, looks a bit of a mess initially, but you start to get a real rib going. So on the next row we're going to slip 1 purlwise, knit 2 together, slip 1 purlwise, knit 2 together, all the way to the end. And you can start to see the pattern creating. And so now I've done a few rows here of the brioche stitch, and you can see the rib coming out here really nicely.